are on our way up to London, and we've just stopped for a little break.
Swift half.
A swift half.
8 pints of the strongest lager in the establishment.
And on the way, I've been making Matt listen to... Actually, no, he wanted to listen to all of Def Leppard's albums in order. So we've listened to On Through the Night and High and Dry so far.
Got some really strong opinions on both those albums. But haven't heard a bad song yet, so really good.
Absolute bangers, both of them. Very different, very cool.
But look forward to actually talking a bit more about it, hopefully later in the video, if we're going to do more of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, I'll just say both albums, really strong albums. Can't argue with them at all.
So, about to hit the road again, and you're in for a real treat. It's Pyromania next.
Yeah, that was my diagnosis with
Oh, there we go.
the new Hysteria.
Move on to Hysteria. Okie dokie. See you later. We've just got here after a long and sweaty drive, and we've actually only got halfway through Hysteria, so we didn't even get on to Adrenalize. But we'll probably hear most of those at the gig tonight, won't we? Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Right.
Go and hear some music.
Yeah. Thoughts though on what you heard on Hysteria? What we thought of that?
Well, I've got thoughts on Pyromania and Hysteria, so we'll have to actually. I need a drink. There's some big changes happened between the first two albums and the subsequent albums.
Oh yeah,
and it's very obvious.
Rick's lost an arm.
I mean,
That's quite a
didn't hold him
change.
back. Like it's not the impediment that it used to be, losing an arm. Anyway,
And he did make the very crucial point that he did do that just really at the point where drum machines were becoming a thing. So
he was lucky.
you could say he was lucky.
Well, if he
Lucky it wasn't at a different time.
Yeah, if you'd lost it earlier,
Put it that way.
yeah, then you're going to struggle to have. You have to get a second drummer. Who wants a second drummer?
God no. Most people don't even want them. One.
That's what drum machines are for, exactly.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
come,
Right.
get a drink.
Let's
Thirsty.
see you a bit later.
That's a good fucking song, man. I wish we wrote that one. Now this is what you got. Here we go. More than words is all you have to do to
and then made me listen to.
Thank you very much, London. London. London! I'm trying to think to the first time we played London. It was probably... Think about this for a minute. Sammy Hagar. Opening for Sammy.
Hammersmithodian?
Hammersmithodian, September 1979.
We were there.
Yeah, we were. And we've been coming back ever since. 49 fucking years! We've been coming here. Started small and built our way up. Of course, this thing goes way back before then. I mean, way doesn't sound a lot nowadays. But between 1979 and 1977, when you're that young, is a long time. And it was August 1977 when I first met this guy for the very first time. My mum and dad's house in Sheffield, and he came around and was quite impressed with my record collection, and that was about it, really. But we, on that particular night, decided, let's put a band together and see what happens.
Hey, what happened, Joe?
Well, 49 years later, thanks to everybody out there who has kept this machine rolling all that time. We done pretty okay. We did all right. We're all right. We're hanging in there. We're good. And this has been an absolute blessing to do what we do. The longer we do this, the more we appreciate it. And I can't tell you enough how much we appreciate seeing this out there. I mean, look at this place. It's beautiful. And since that night at my mum and dad's house back in August of 1977, this boy over here has been my best mate ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, on the bass guitar and the fabulous trousers, Mr. Rick Savage!
Thank you, Linda! Yes, of course.
I'll be your
just checking in on the road on the way home. Very tired, but very happy, aren't we?
Yes.
Even though
Tired, dehydrated.
tired and dehydrated.
I can't speak.
And we can't talk.
Because I had to shout at the top of my voice to make myself heard. All the Extreme fact, explain to them how much I didn't like Extreme. Every single one of them.
All two of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
Were really interested to know what I thought about Extreme.
I don't think they were. Anyway, we'll tell you all what we thought of everything once we've got home and drunk some water. But we will try to get our thoughts together later.
Thoughts?
We got some good footage though, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
They even played Personal Jesus just for Matt.
Yeah, I did call up Joe before the gig, and I said to him, it's right, you just throw that in. It is a London gig after all, just get that in for us. And they did a absolutely fantastic version.
They did.
Really good, really fun.
So by 3 songs in, we'd had my favourite song, Animal, and we'd had Personal Jesus for Matt. So I think that was very good of them. So thank you, Def Leppard, very much for that. And but we've got some good footage, and we'll get some thoughts together and hopefully try to make it into a video for you.
Press record on this one, didn't you?
I always press record. Right, see you later. Right, so we've just got back, so apologies for how rough we look and feel, but if we don't do this now, I think we'll lose our thoughts about the whole thing. So shall we start by talking about the support act?
What support act? I don't remember there being a support act. There's there support. Okay, all right.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, okay. So yeah.
This is for Steve Cassidy, his hero, Nuno, an Extreme.
But Steve's better than Nuno.
I know, I think he is, but
There we go. Who knew?
actually, to be honest, I really like Nuno, and I thought he was very entertaining and really good value.
So if we're gonna say nice things, yeah, Nuno clearly very charismatic. Actually, really, really enjoyable. As just a performer to interact with the crowd. Clearly a very good guitar player. That's without question.
He did keep making references to how old we all were.
And himself. He's 60
He
this
is
week
turning
or something,
60, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yes, he did say that we're all us.
He literally pointed at the crowd.
Pointed right at us when you're
Said, you two.
You two.
You're the oldest people here.
We weren't that.
Actually, we were
We were probably one of the youngest.
I think we were. I think I saw 2 people who were younger than us, I think.
Yes, and they nearly didn't let them in.
And they did let them in, that's right. They said, are you sure you were born
18.
It's
So yeah, no, it was really, really good. So we decided that we were going to go in when the doors opened at 6:30.
That was an initial plan because cards on the table, don't like Extreme.
And Matt really, really, more than anything, did not want to hear more than words.
It's my dislike of the song. It requires more than words. It's a horrible song. High point was clearly when Nuno, when he just had a little bit of banter with the audience. Because he should give up guitar and actually just be, a compere or a stand-up comedian. Because he's very good.
He should.
I was so not up for seeing Extreme. They came on, they started playing, and I turned to Joe and I said, actually, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, you were having a good time.
I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to go onto social media. I'm going to say, despite me being an absolute about these guys, they're competent musicians. The songs weren't anything special, but I was having an all right time. I had a few drinks in me. I was at a gig. I was having a good time. And then And then actually, it just when they did more than words, and then the second half of their set was just unstructured noise.
It went a little bit downhill.
I mean, it's
from there.
just not my thing, basically.
But they did what they did, and it was a good effort. And
So in the first half, actually, they did a good job. Actually, yeah.
We did enjoy it. We did enjoy it after a fashion, and like Nuno was great, and we did see a little bit more of him later on.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert. So anyway, we'll talk about that in a bit. Then before you knew it, that did go really quickly actually, and then Def Leppard came out. And,
Guess who? Ha 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 ha.
And I was so happy because we'd got to the sort of right hand side of the stage because we knew where we wanted to be.
I follow we follow Def Leppard's
their channel,
their Starlog things that they do, their
behind the tour,
which every band should do, and frankly they do so well, and it's really enjoyable.
So we knew what their stage setup was going to be, even though I've never seen them play before.
I also went to the soundboard and had a look at where the positions were on the front of house thing, so I also could confirm that Phil would be.
So we knew where Phil was going to be. So that's where we tried to get to. We tried to get as close to the front as possible and as close to Phil's spot as possible. And yeah, we got there, so I was really pleased. And then the second song was Animal, which is my favourite. So
extremely well performed as well.
I was
really good.
just blown away. I was just from that point, just straight out the gate, I was like, wow, they played my song, and then they played a song
as
from Matt.
As if by magic. They just went, oh, do you know what? Stop, everyone, stop. We've done Joe's. Now it's time for Matt.
Now we're going to do a song for Matt. What did they play?
I can't remember. No, they played Personal Jesus, which regular viewers will know I have struggled to play on this Harley Benton over here, despite the fact it only being 2 notes. Well, 3 if you include an octave.
How long have we been trying to struggle with you learning this song? But anyway, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the third song in was Personal Jesus.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Just for me.
Just for me.
Literally, Joe came to the crowd, pointed at my t-shirt.
Saw your t-shirt, thought, hey, we do that one.
We do one of theirs.
We do one of theirs.
I can't remember. Yeah, we do one. No, it's
Well, that was a bit magical, wasn't it?
Yeah, I have to say I have subsequently looked it up, and the Personal Jesus was part of their Vegas set.
Yeah.
And
I think this was kind of the Vegas.
It was the Vegas
set.
So, and as you can imagine, Personal Jesus goes down massive in Vegas in the States. Everyone knows it. They know the Marilyn Manson cover. They know the Johnny Cash cover.
Yeah.
Most people know the original as well. So, yeah.
So that went down brilliantly.
Really well, and it was really fun. And
super fun.
The band play, as I obviously more rock than I'm used to hearing it, which is really fun for me. And it's fun to see them in a proper glam stomp lockstep, and which is the song is a glam rock stomp. I know
when they play it, it's has more like a country, because when Martin originally developed the riff, it was like more of a country style twangy thing.
Yeah, so
it has various interpretations, and we saw this as kind of like a glam rock interpretation, which was brilliant.
Really good.
Lovely.
I mean, we saw, as I said in the video when we did the guitar lesson thing, it's not my favourite Depeche Mode song by a long stretch, but it's really fun to hear other people's interpretation of it, especially when they're more rocky as well, and it gives that song a whole new vibe, so I love it.
So we were already
it's like 3 songs in. We're just like, wow. Also, it's a good show as well, so it's already every song is already good, and then with songs you like.
So they come out fighting, haven't they? They really
have, belting,
guns blazing. Yeah, completely. It's not sort of like warming up into it. It's like
Yeah,
boom,
some
there it
bands you go and see, and those
is. And they have to
first
do a few
songs,
before they get there.
first few songs, you just think, oh, I'll go and get a beer or something.
Let's wait till they've warmed up a bit. But no, it was straight off the bat. And then sadly, I didn't actually manage to get a set list, so I can't remember the exact running order.
I don't think they have written set lists anymore. It's all on the computer screens. In front of
Probably
them.
not on a piece of paper
Yeah,
on the
so-
floor, is it? But I didn't manage to get one, even though I was at the end yelling at John.
I might have a video of that, of Joe going, it's me! I'm YouTube sensation! Joe!
I was
Other
trying
one.
to get the attention of Phil's
The security guard's dragging her
security
up.
guard dragging me away.
Not as bad as Mike from, what's this called? Art of Guitar.
Oh yeah.
He gets dragged out by
He's
security.
always getting dragged out by security.
He's always picking fights.
I nearly was dragged out by security. And the guy couldn't hear me, and I don't, like you said, I don't think they had set lists taped to the floor like the Darkness do. So
No.
probably couldn't get a set list.
Bands haven't done that for 15 years.
Last year when I went to see Jerry, Brian gave me the set list.
That's a different scale of gig. We're talking 20,000 here, not.
Yes, so
not
we
a thousand.
obviously we were at the O2 in
Yes.
London, as you will see in this photo here, and that is a capacity of about. I was going to edit it in. That's got a capacity
I'll pretend to hold it.
of about 20,000. So and it was full. So
Yeah.
about 20,000 people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't get a set list, so I can't remember the running order. Can you remember what was what was after Personal Jesus?
No, I can't actually.
Shall we look it up? So this set list isn't actually correct. They did start with Rejoice. We haven't talked about that because I was too excited about the fact that they played Animal second and then Personal Jesus. On this set list it says they played Let's Get Rocked, but they didn't. Not at that point. And then Bringing on the Heartbreak. So we'd been talking about that one.
Oh, that's a good one
On
to
the
talk
way-
about.
yeah,
we
on the
probably
way
need to do a
up.
separate video about our retrospective in the car. Because in the car, we're in the car driving up.
For many hours.
Because it's about 4.5 hours or something crazy.
Many hours.
And the great thing about being in a car just by yourselves, you can put the air conditioning on and put the music on and listen to what you want to listen to. And we just, they've probably already seen the vlog, but vlog. I'm old. And where we just every album chronologically.
Yeah.
Me, from my production background, started breaking it down, like pulling them up apart. And I think we've already said that I'm really happy with like all the albums. They're really fun.
Matt hadn't listened to obviously all of Def Leppard.
No, I was only really familiar with the singles. I knew more from Adrenalize than I thought I did.
Yeah.
It's funny, we played that and I was like, oh, Joe, I recognise this.
Because that obviously came out.
I know Hysteria.
We were
most of Hysteria.
we were
most of that.
teenagers.
Yeah.
You'd have known most of the singles of Hysteria.
It's one of those ones where
7 hit singles off of Hysteria.
Exactly. So I knew most of that already. It's one of those ones where I've always listened to them as a production band. Never really listened to a song band. Their songs never been something that I've never had to listen to. I've gone like, how are they doing the drums? How are the guitars being laid up and stuff like that, just so I would know like how to do that style of music. And because it's a style I like. I love big 80s production.
And so obviously the style did change obviously over the course of the different albums. And obviously On Through the Night and High and Dry and Pyromania, to some extent Pyromania, but Pyromania I think was where they started to depart from their initial sort of new wave of British heavy metal roots, I guess, and they that was the album that Mutt Lange joined the band on, basically, and started to take a more kind of commercial direction, which upset a lot of the fan base at the time. And so you had Bringing on the Heartbreak as the sort of big power ballad, which was already you'd identified as like probably the standout.
I said to Joe as we were driving, I said that this one's got something
Yeah.
special about it, and I said, and these are my words, I wish we recorded it. I said, it's really good, but none of the ideas feel developed. I feel like it's just like it just feels like it's not quite there. And Joe's like, yeah, okay, maybe, you know, whatever.
And it's quite funny.
Probably thinking Matt's just talking crap again. You know,
On the deluxe album, so I've got some of them on CD actually up there, and I've got like the
oh yeah, we've got yes, of course.
deluxe albums
Yeah.
with additional bonus bits. And so one of those is a 1984 remix
by
Mutt Lange of
Bring on the Heartbreak.
and it's got all the whiz bangs.
She put it on, and I'm like, well, he's fixed everything. I said, this is absolutely this is a perfect. Then I said, play these two tracks together. That's a masterclass in understanding how you just improve a mix.
It just lifted it so much, didn't it? And
I
it's
think-
already good. It was already great.
I think it takes it away from its rockier roots and more to the where I'm from, which is much more poppy and big 80s stuff. So I think for me, I loved it.
much more into that stadium territory.
That's it. It makes
So
it stadium.
when they played it
It
in
has,
the stadium,
yeah.
it fills the space.
They play to a click, they have backing tracks. And so when you go into that stadium level, I mean, this is just a very large arena, but they can obviously do the stadiums because they've got the sound for it. You've got all this stuff that my ears need, just going on in the background.
Yeah.
And you've got all the main performers doing all the heavy
the
lifting.
stagecraft.
All the stage. And actually that's a very
amazing
important point.
as well.
They're all individually, all the guys
Yeah.
in Def Leppard are actually very, like, they're very entertaining. They you know, they're exaggerating what they do.
Yeah,
And
they're
you-
really,
and
really playing it up.
playing
So
it up,
You
and
could
it
see
works
Phil
beautifully.
really sort of playing to
Of course, I've got
playing
photographs
to
of
the
him doing some
crowd.
really, really stupid faces when he's literally just playing a C chord or something. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's a difficult chord. No, it's not.
Yeah.
But, and
he was
yeah,
great.
They're
He
very
was
good. Well, he's probably mentioned before, but no, I identified him early on as the guy who I see as kind of the musical, I don't want to say director of the band. I think he's the one who's got the most overview of what everyone's doing. And it's clear when you see him talk in interviews, he understands what equipment everyone's using, what everyone's going to be playing, how they're going to play it and stuff. And from my perspective, that's the person I want to be talking to. I like what they say. And then the other MPV that I'm interested in is Joe Elliott as the frontman, because there is something about 80s rock stars that the charisma that comes off them when they step onto stage,
Just something else.
it's something else.
It's just a whole level.
You see them like in interview, you'll see them, you actually meet them, and they'll be really quite ordinary, but when they step on stage, they suddenly become this entity. Because they've been practicing this throughout the 80s, and they
50 years.
Oh yeah, he made it clear. He's been doing it for 50 years. Since his best mate, Rick Savage, came to his house and listened to his records and went, oh, they're good. I like your records.
Like your records. And
Oh,
that
let's
was
let's
it.
do a band.
Let's be a band.
Let's do a band. Okay. Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. And you really do feel like they are all still mates. We were talking about this and we were reading in the car just about some of their, we were kind of scrolling through their history and I knew a lot of it, but some of it I didn't. And they've been together since they were so young. So young. We're talking 15 years old for Rick Allen.
Rick Allen, yeah.
And just the many, many, many ups and downs of life and hardships and everything that they've been through together and stuck together, stayed together. They have had some rough times. And the fact that they've come through it all and survived it and they're still here is, I think, a minor miracle, to be honest. So
All our favourite bands have survived some minor miracles.
Well, I
haven't
know,
they?
I know Dave Gahan's been dead at least twice,
At least, yeah.
clinically, but
Yeah.
that's something.
He got better.
You see, he sort of is better. But just all of that makes it really feel like something very special when you see them play. it feels like a real celebration.
It does feel a celebration
of the fact that they're still here. Not only that, they are at the very top of their game right now. I wasn't expecting.
You go and see an old band, like, and we're talking old, 50, 40 years, however long these guys have been going on for, and you think, okay, it's going to be tired. It's going to be. He's going to go plod through the songs. It's going to be a proper Paul McCartney croaking his way through the classics, and then you just go, "Oh, that was well done."
Yes.
Back to your nursing home. Yeah, thank you. But no, they
none of that.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they do
not
it really
a bit
well.
of that. They would. Yeah, they had more energy than we did. So what was next? So they did. Well, he said, didn't he was going to do something old, something new, something borrowed, and that kind of thing. So yeah, they did bring in older numbers. So Switch 625, and then they went straight to Just Like 73, which is one of their newer singles. I think from last year.
Is that the one where Phil dropped?
Before?
I think he dropped.
He dropped his guitar a little bit.
I was watching and I was listening to it, and I wish I had the phone going. I didn't.
Yeah.
And I just noticed his hand slipped on the fretboard. He's a sweaty man.
He's a sweaty.
Despite how little he's wearing, he gets very sweaty.
It's hot under those lights.
No, it was quite warm actually in the stadium. So
yeah. So yeah, he had a little slip.
I think he did, and he just laughed it off, carried on.
It's quite funny.
It's what you do.
And then they did a David Essex cover, which I didn't know that was David Essex, Rock On. Not a song that I knew. I just assumed it was a cover of some kind, but I didn't know what it was. And then they did one which I'm really pleased that they did. I wouldn't have expected it. This was a very unexpected one, White Lightning, which is from Adrenalize, which is my favourite album, and of all the songs to do off of Adrenalize, I mean, obviously Let's Get Rocked, and they did do that later on because that's the big song off of Adrenalize. Although lots of people will say, "Have you ever needed someone so bad?" And I was sort of questioning why they didn't do that one, to be honest. But maybe they didn't seem to want to do the slower numbers so much.
Actually, that's something we would comment on the gig.
I think they wanted to kind of keep the pace up.
I felt it was a little bit probably too pacey.
It was a little bit too energetic. For us older folk.
Well, no one in the audience was particularly young, but that's another point. The thing is, I said to Joe, what I'd like is just a couple of slower numbers.
Can't they have one of their acoustic ballads?
Yeah.
Just can we calm down a bit?
Just
have a bit of a break?
So I basically just get like much simpler vocal and just some music, simple music, because it's nice to have the dynamics, but even despite their age, and perhaps because of their age, they were like, no, we're just this is fall to the floor for the whole set, and you're going to have to deal with that.
I mean, White Lightning was a little bit of a break, I suppose, because that song is about 10 minutes long, or it feels like it. It just kind of keeps going.
It never stops.
But I mean, I am pleased that they did play that one. It's not one I would ever have expected to see them play live, and it's their tribute to Steve Clark, and I think it's lovely that they included that in this set, because we should all remember Steve Clark's contribution really to Def Leppard. He, for the most part, guitar wise, got them where they were by the time they recorded Hysteria.
Yeah, when Phil.
Which Hysteria is, the album that's solidified their place in the history of music, and is still one of the biggest selling albums of all time. It's one of the greatest albums ever made. Deliberately so, and that was what Mutt Lange was going for, was to make this the rock thriller. He always says that he was aiming to make every single song a potential single, which they pretty much achieved.
Yeah.
So the fact that they'd got to that point really due to the writing efforts of Steve Clark and Joe Elliott, because Phil sort of only joined them a couple of years prior to the recording of Hysteria.
I thought So we joined a Pyromania, did he?
Yeah.
So you joined Pyromania, but then he was just allowed to just do whatever he wanted on Pyromania.
He was, yeah. He was kind of given.
Just told, essentially a session, I'd say. Just
Yeah.
say, look, we just need someone to fill in all the bits that Loki, Pete Best didn't do.
Pete Best.
Pete Willis. I know.
Pete Willis.
Yeah, didn't do, or shouldn't have done, or whatever. I don't know.
But
coming back,
I just wanted to kind of say that I think it was really nice. It felt quite emotional to me that they gave that space to White Lightning, which is their tribute to Steve. So that actually did feel really fitting to me.
Okay, that doesn't have the same resonance for me because obviously I'm not. I've actually spent most of my time as a Def Leppard, a connoisseur, dismissing Steve's contribution quite significantly until we did the retrospective, and that's then pre Phil coming on. And then hearing like and as Joe pointed out, very classical guitar style of playing that he's coming in, a lot of arpeggios and a lot of much more sort of less rock sounding.
It's more metal. It has that neoclassical kind of metal sound.
I really liked it actually, and you can hear
it's
when
very creative.
You can hear when it's quite noticeable when it's gone.
Yeah.
I think after Adrenalize there's no more work by him, and it's noticeable when it's gone.
For sure.
Yeah. And it's interesting that when it's gone. And so from my perspective, all of a sudden he's now become very important in my mind as to the sound of the band.
He helped create that whole sound.
Because obviously every band is a mix of all these different talents, skills to make it work, and he was extremely important. Yeah.
And then sort of mixing it around again, they went sort of all the way back to kind of Foolin', and then Slang from 1996 from that album Slang,
which we did listen to. Let's move on.
The less said about that the better. I mean, Slang as a song is okay, and that was the one that Nuno joined them on stage for. That was fun with him, and the interaction between him and Phil was good fun.
Yeah, clearly Phil's having a good time.
Having a great time.
Oh, a decent guitar player I can play off. Oh, did I say that? No, actually, I think Viv is very good.
Did you just diss Vivian? Have you?
Yeah, he would actually.
He would.
He would actually. I'm a bit scared now. He's going to come around here.
He will.
No, he's actually very good. I'm actually very impressed. Like, can we just do a little bit roll him back? But no, it clearly Phil was just like, this is someone who can walk past me like in skill or something, and so he wants to have that sort of dueling banjos thing. I don't know, these stringed instruments.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was fun. And then Promises, that was a good one as well. So it didn't quite follow this set list though, because I actually think then it says Armageddon it, but I think they had Love Bites before.
They did. I think they did.
So again, I don't think this is quite right, because then I think it did slow down a bit. We had Love Bites, which was phenomenally difficult, I think, for Joe. He's really set himself up for a challenge in that one, because performing that live,
you have to remember that when you get older,
it's quite challenging.
Vocal cords are not the same as they are when you're 23, and I think that's a challenge.
I don't know what his actual vocal range is, but we think he's a tenor.
Sounds like a tenor to me.
Sounds like a tenor, and obviously, so tenors can get up there, and they do.
Well, tenor range is big.
It's a big range, and that is one of their songs that goes all the way through his range.
Right through his range.
Right through.
So and out the other end.
And back again. And I can't do it. I'm a contralto. It's quite low for a female singer. I can't reach those notes. So he was doing well because he did.
Oh, he was doing well. No,
He pulled it off.
I pulled it off. Yeah, no,
He pulled it off, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
No criticism of anyone's performance.
And all
last night.
the lighting and the set and everything. It was epic. That was really, really an epic moment when he did that one. So really loved it. But yeah, when they started playing it, I thought, oh, is he going to be able to? Oh,
You did. You turned to me and went, oh no.
Bit worried territory, but no.
Did all right.
Yeah.
Struggled, but did all right.
I mean, who wouldn't struggle?
That's what I'm saying. We discussed. He's
Always
going
been
to
one of the
struggle.
most. I mean, even when I was a kid, even when I was a teenager, I couldn't sing along to that one particularly. So, it's a challenge. But no, it was brilliant. And I think then it was Armageddon It, which I just went completely nuts.
I've got that on recording as well. I mean, you're going to see. You guys are going to see what I filmed. So.
What everyone around me had to deal with, basically. But I thought, look, I don't care. I have waited 30 years for this, and I am going to let my teenage self enjoy this moment, this song.
God, I wouldn't let my teenage self go there. Dressed in black, moping in the corner, going, I wish I was at a Depeche Mode gig.
God, your teenage self like flipping Richmond from
yeah.
crowd.
But don't let Richmond out.
Don't let Richmond out. No, thank you. So, yeah, so
I got you an album.
regular film. Sorry, apologies to anyone who hasn't
People
seen
going, I haven't seen that.
the IT crowd. Anyway, but yeah, Armageddon It was, for me, that was one of the high points of the whole thing, because it's just
already just a high bar anyway.
It was already
so even a high point.
so I'd already had my sort of peak high point, I think, because of Animal being second. So where do you go from there?
They did actually do a lot of good stuff early on. So,
but then they got towards Armageddon and I was just like, what? I just kind of went a little bit crazy. Loved it. What did they do after that? So then they said Rock of Ages. Yes, I think that was right. And that does sound epic live. That's one of the songs that I think is not a song that I tend to listen to on the albums necessarily. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. It's not. I don't think it's one of their best songs. I think if there was one song that you could have lost from this set list, I'd have lost that one probably, and might have had something else in there instead, probably off of Adrenalize, because I don't think you can ever have too many songs off of Adrenalize, but they didn't have that many from Adrenalize, so I would have replaced that one. But that's just personal choice. Rocket, which we haven't mentioned, I can't remember where that came in the set list.
That's quite no, actually it was midway, I think.
Midway-ish.
Midway.
Rocket was epic, fantastic. Like really sounded, and that's another one where you think that makes sense in a stadium. That's a song that's written thinking I'm going to be playing this in a stadium.
Yeah,
for sure. And then Photograph, when they played Photograph, that everyone kicked off, obviously, because that being basically the song from the album that really sent them stratospheric. That was the real breakthrough one, wasn't it? Photograph. And it's
very good to hear live. It's fun to
always everyone's favourite.
Fun to hear like the songs that the bands are known for when they do them live.
Yes.
That's always fun. Always fun. So yeah.
Yes. And then we thought that was it, but you didn't think that was it because they're going to do an encore, because of course they're going to do an encore.
Oh, they've gone. Right, let's go.
They've gone.
Let's go. Get the early train.
And I did notice actually nobody left.
No.
Nobody left.
Turns out everyone in an audience of about 40-year-olds had been to a concert before.
Not their first rodeo.
Wasn't their first rodeo.
Turned out. So yeah, of course they did an encore. And so they came back on and they did I called it actually. I said, "What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What?"
This is it. I said to Jess,
What do you think they're going to do?
what do you
What are they
reckon?
going to come out and play?
I wasn't sure.
What did you think?
I didn't know, and I said I don't know, but
Right.
I feel like there's a song we haven't heard that we should be hearing.
Yeah.
And because
Well, there were a couple that we hadn't heard yet that I thought.
well, we all knew what it was going to end on.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, actually, I did.
So it was a full guess, and I guessed When Love and Hate Collide, and sure enough,
You were spot on.
I was spot on.
You were spot on.
So they came out, they did When Love and Hate Collide, so one of their mid-90s, the big song that they had in the mid-90s, big hit, which was on Vault, which was their greatest hits. So they brought out greatest hits, and with the new song When Love and Hate Collide, I love that song. So I was really, really, really pleased that was their first encore song. And then, of course, there were a couple of songs that hadn't been played yet, one of which was Hysteria, obviously, because that hadn't come up yet. So did a beautiful, beautiful rendition of Hysteria.
I was getting a bit tired at that point. I was getting a bit fatigued by the
Feeling a bit.
So I was starting to tune out
It's
a
nearly
bit.
11 o'clock at night.
I was
by this
tuning
point.
out a bit, and
We're
I was about £1,000 worth of drinks in, so I'd had a beer.
yeah. Oh my God, let's not even go there. I'm not even thinking about how much that cost. I'm not even thinking about how much this T-shirt cost.
Don't.
You know, guesses in the comments how much you think I paid for this, which is it's very cool though. It's got High and Dry, you know, it's got Hysteria, a bit of kind of Adrenalize, but you know, anyway, £40. But nice t-shirt.
That's what credit cards are for. I guess.
Credit cards are for. And then yes, so we had Hysteria, brilliant, and just to really bring the house down to close the show, of course, they did Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Which every good band knows to end on a song that means you walk home with nothing but that
In your head.
song in your head.
In your head.
All the way home. Still in my head now.
Yeah.
It's like not even it's probably my least, not my least favorite, not one of my favourite, not one of my favourite, it's I just can't get enough to me.
I feel betrayed.
It's a song that you know is really good and really catchy. So then you want to focus on the actual better songs.
There aren't any better songs than Pour Some Sugar on
now,
Me.
well, I've got it stuck in my head now. It's near worming itself hard into my head.
Anyway, fantastic, and of course everyone, the whole place was just screaming. And
Joe
I
has
was
forgotten to mention
screaming.
that. So midway through the set, they kind of let Rick have a bit of a drum solo section.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really fun because
Yeah,
I think
he
I
did,
could I could hear him sort of double timing and then half timing to the click and stuff, and really, really fun, just epic-y drum stuff, just to give him a bit of space, and so that Joe could then go and say, "No, Rick,
Let's just show a bit of
because he doesn't get to run around.
Yeah.
He looked pretty tired. Bless him.
bless him.
I was watching him for the whole gig, and he was pretty tired. I mean, it's very tiring.
He
It's
did
hot, wasn't
okay.
He did
I mean,
amazing.
he was doing better than you.
Yeah,
Wilting.
yeah. Fantastic drummer. I've always enjoyed his drumming, and I was saying that when we were talking about it in the car driving on the first albums. I can hear him getting better on those albums.
Yeah.
Then he has an
Even after the
then he has an
accident.
accident, and he gets even better.
Gets even better.
It's like, and in fact, he tones down the bits I don't like in his
Yeah.
performance, because I don't like cymbal masher
Nobody
drummers.
likes a cymbal masher.
I don't like too much stuff. Every drum has got to sound like it's meant to be there, and after the accident, he got no choice. He can only put the drums in that have to be there,
Absolutely necessary.
and it makes his performance like another level.
Yeah.
Really good, perfect.
So, all in all, these are guys still at the very top of their game,
So yeah, we're gonna have.
performing the songs that we all love in a way that is just absolutely mesmerising, captivating, and we had such such a great time.
Really good fun.
Really
In fact,
fun.
the problem is if you go and see Def Leppard, you're probably going to be ruined to see any other band.
That's it. I don't-
Live anyway.
I don't have any interest now in anyone else.
Because you can go and see the smaller acts at the smaller venues, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's good, it's really intimate, got a nice thing."
But stadium
when you go
bands-
to a proper massive venue,
There isn't.
If the bands don't sound epic on stage, not worth it.
No.
Not worth it.
No, so now, I don't see how anyone else could top that at all.
No, I know Modern Band I don't think gets
Don't think
close.
so.
I think basically it's bands of their generation that know how to do this. And we're talking early 80s onwards. They knew what they were doing.
So
Okay.
yeah, that was our review. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed the little bits of footage and whatnot. Do let us know if you were there. Did you see me?
Yes, comment. Say.
No, nobody did.
Did you hear me screaming during the Extreme gig? Was I standing next to you telling you how much I hated this song? Oh, I feel so
Did
sorry.
Matt ruin it for you?
I probably ruined it for
I'm
a bunch
really
of...
sorry.
I had to shout as loud as I could to the two people enjoying it that they were wrong.
I'm really sorry. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
such a miserable.
Yes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks, everyone. See you next time. Waving hand.
Waving hand.
Bye.